Is Unplugged Air Guitar a guitar hero for a new generation of VR enthusiasts? That's something that I wish I could be saying. While Unplugged does share a lot in common with Guitar Hero, there are a few small issues that hold it back from reaching that kind of glory. So let's take a couple minutes to go over what I think of Unplugged Air Guitar. I've actually been holding off my review on this game because it's a game that I just really want to love. I grew up playing Guitar Hero and Rock Band and owned every single one of them, and I still have all the peripherals somewhere in a box in my basement. Rhythm games are still one of my favorite genres of games, and so I was super pumped when I saw this game. When you boot up Unplugged, you get that same initial feeling of excitement you'd get with Guitar Hero. You're greeted with an over-the-top rocker who explains how to play, and you're instantly transported to these crazy gigs with lots of cool guitars. You're quickly put into your first song, and the motion and tracking of the PSVR2 controllers works really well. Your left hand holds the neck of the guitar, pushing different combinations of buttons to match the notes, and your right hand strums along with the beat. I was instantly overjoyed seeing the familiar flying notes coming at me in VR along the track, and lining up your hands to match their positioning just feels right. Things like hammer-ons and slides in Guitar Hero always felt clunky because you had specific buttons that you had to hit, and it never felt like a natural transition across the neck of the guitar. This is instantly solved with the tracking of your left hand, and this is one of the things I think is awesome about Unplugged. Like other rhythm games, you have different difficulties you can choose. Each difficulty not only adds more notes to hit, increasing the speed and difficulty, but adds more note combinations. Playing on hard difficulty really does feel like you're playing guitar, the way you move your hands back and forth and have to press all the different button combinations. All in all, this works really well and in a lot of cases is really satisfying. I'm fairly comfortable playing all the songs on normal, and hard mode is still just a little bit out of my comfort zone so far, but I have noticed I've been getting better the more I play. This, though, is where I start to get into issues. While the movements feel great, and the hand tracking for the most part is spot on, there are some things that just make me not love it or want to keep playing as much. The most frustrating issue is that while playing the song, you'll get more and more into the beat and want to jam out. I don't know if this is just a me problem, but as I get more comfortable, I start to move around a bit more. Not really walking, but rocking back and forth and moving with the music, like guitarists do. Problem is, when I do this, the track either starts to bend into really weird angles so that I can't see the notes coming clearly, or my strumming hand is apparently no longer close enough to the guitar and I start missing notes that I know I should be hitting. At the start of each song, you can position where the guitar is, and it stays in this fixed position, where the neck of the guitar actually moves with your left hand. When you have notes really high up on the neck of the guitar, it moves the positioning and strumming becomes a real problem. This, for me at least, really detracts from the experience. You want to enjoy the music, you want to be a part of it, and if moving throws it off so much, it just starts to suck some of the fun out of it. Next is the actual music. While there are some really good songs available here, it just doesn't feel like there's enough. There are 24 songs included with Unplugged, and I'm sure there will be at least one or two that you really like. There's a song from Jet, Weezer, Offspring, and even Tenacious D. And these are all great. However, the first Guitar Hero had close to 50 songs, and it felt a lot more well-rounded in terms of music than what's available here. I found myself starting to get bored of the songs available already, and I just don't have the desire to play the same song over and over and over and over again. Lastly, again, this may be more of a me issue, but as immersive as being in VR is, it's tiring. Strumming along for 40 minutes feels like a workout, and after that long, I find I just need to take a break. I haven't found any issues with motion sickness in the game, thankfully, but I just can't jam as long as I'd like to, and while that may not be the game's fault per se, there isn't really anything hooking you in to want to keep playing. Besides setting high scores on each song, there's not much in terms of progression. There are a few challenges to unlock different venues, and you get more fans after each song. Fans are a currency that you can use to buy new guitars or picks. However, the rate at how many fans you get and how expensive everything is to buy means you're going to be putting in tons of hours just to get a few unlockables. So in summary, Unplugged Air Guitar does have a lot of things going for it, and I don't think it's a bad game at all. Just a small track list, strange behavior of the notes track, and no real hook to keep playing make me long for the days of Guitar Hero. Unplugged Air Guitar is available on PSVR2, Steam VR, and MetaQuest 2. Thanks to Another Way Games for providing me with a review copy on PSVR2. And as always, happy gaming.